This is Bob Mason from FX Empire, and welcome to the daily crypto tech review of Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, and Ripple's XRP. We're looking at the MACDs, the moving averages, and the day's support, resistance, and pivot levels. It is Saturday, the 3rd of July. Jumping straight into Bitcoin against the US dollar, it's a bearish start to the day. Going to see Bitcoin avoid a fall through the pivot at 33,500. Take a run at the first major resistance level, sitting at 34,299. Going to need to see support from the broader market, however, for Bitcoin to break out from yesterday's high, 33,983, and move back through to 34,000 levels. So barring an extended rally on the day, expect that first major resistance level to cap any upside. In the event of an extended rally, should see Bitcoin target 35,000 levels before any pullback. Second major resistance level sits at 34,783. Fall through the pivot will bring the first major support level, sitting at 33,016 into play. Barring an extended sell-off on the day, Bitcoin should stay clear of sub 32,000 levels. Second major support level at 32,217 should limit the downside. Looking at the MACD, slight narrowing of the bullish histograms at the turn of the day. So that's supportive of this early morning pullback. So look out for a further narrowing and a possible bearish cross. On the EMAs, the 50 has flattened on the 100 and the 200, while the 100 has pulled further back from the 200. That's a bearish signal. So key through the early part of the day, avoid a fall through the pivot at 33,500 and move back through to 34,000 levels to bring resistance levels into play. Failure to do that and support levels will be in play. Across Ethereum against US dollar, also bearish start. Going to need to see Ethereum avoid the pivot at 2111 to take a run at the first major resistance level, sitting at 2205. Going to need to see support from the broader market, however, for Ethereum to break back through to 2200 levels. So barring an extended rally on the day, expect that first major resistance level to cap any upside. In the event of an extended rally, should see Ethereum target 2300 levels before any pullback. Second major resistance level sits at 2253. Fall through the pivot will bring the first major support level at 2062 into play. Barring an extended sell on the day, Ethereum should avoid sub 2000 levels. Second major support level sits at 1969. Looking at the MACD, slight narrowing of the bullish histograms at the turn of the day, but nothing suggestive of a pullback through the morning. So keep an eye on that. On the EMAs, it's a bullish signal with the 50 pulling away from the 100 and the 200, suggesting further upside ahead. So key would be to avoid the pivot at 2111 and break through this morning's high 2166.6 to then target 2200 levels. That would bring resistance levels into play. Across the Litecoin against US dollar, also bearish. Going to see Litecoin avoid a fallback through the pivot at 136 to take a run at the first major resistance level, say at 140. You're going to see plenty of support from the broader market for Litecoin to break out from yesterday's high. It was at 139. So barring an extended rally on the day, expect that first major resistance level to cap any upside. In the event of a breakout, should see Litecoin target 150 levels before any pullback. Second major resistance level sits at 144. A fallback through the pivot would bring the first major support level at 132 into play. Barring an extended sell-off on the day, Litecoin should avoid sub 130s. Second major support level sits at 127. Looking at the MACD, slight narrowing of the bullish histograms at the turn of the day, but no suggestion of a bearish cross, so keep an eye out there. On the EMAs, the 50 has narrowed marginally on the 200 and the 100, so that could see a further narrowing that would support further upside ahead. So key through the early part of the day, avoid a fallback through the pivot 136 and break through yesterday's high 139 to bring resistance levels into play. Failure to do that, support levels will be in play. Finally, looking at Ripple's XRP against US dollar, bearish start. Going to need to see Ripple's XRP move back through the pivot at 0.6525 to take a run at the first major resistance level, sitting at 0.6716. We'll need support from the broader market for Ripple's XRP to break out from yesterday's high, however, at 0.66686. Barring an extended rally on the day, expect that first major resistance level to cap any upside. In the event of a breakout, should see Ripple's XRP target 0.7 before any pullback. Second major resistance level sits at 0.6860. Failure to move back through the pivot will bring the first major support level at 0.6381 into play. Barring an extended sell-off on the day, Ripple's XRP should stay clear of the second major support level at 0.6190. Looking at the MACD, slight narrowing of the bullish histograms at the turn of the day. No sign of a bearish cross yet though, so keep an eye on that. On the EMAs, the 50 has flattened on the 100 and the 200, though the 100 has pulled further back from the 200. So these are still bearish signals. So key through the early part of the day would be to move back through the pivot at 0.6525 and break through yesterday's high, 66686, to bring resistance levels into play. Failure to do that, and support levels will be in play.